Hello, this is my cow eye dissection lab. I'm going to go over some of the parts of the eye after I have dissected it according to the video. I have two halves here of the eye. I'm Gilbert Helton, by the way. I almost forgot to introduce myself. So the first part of the eye we're going to go over on my list is the CN2 optic nerve. The CN2 optic nerve would come out the posterior of the eye, which would be this back here, and it goes to the brain. From there, we have the extrinsic eye muscles, which you can't really see on here. However, they enable the eye to move up and down, left and right. They'd be attached here, as well as back here. The cornea, which is this front portion in which I did my incision. It's the, the clear tip here. That's the cornea. From there, we're going to go to the sclera, which is this dark section here. It's the outside border of that line, the sclera. Next is the iris, which is going to be right here. This dark tip here. In between this tip and this tip of the iris is a gap that's called the pupil. The lens is actually still intact right here, this bulb. And the retina. So the sclera was the outside border of this. The retina is the interior of that dark section. And the choroid is actually right here, this dark section right here, this arch, or even up here. Okay. The anterior chamber would be right in here, this chamber, this space in here where the cornea, if it was still inflated or filled, would be. And that concludes the exterior and interior portions of the eye in which we had to identify. Next is going to be a set of questions. I got the answers. I'm also going to submit them typed as well. But the answer to question number 1 is what happens when the diameter of the pupil constricts when light. The diameter of the pupil constricts when light is shined in it. That's because the autonomic nervous system constricts it. Question number 2 was the light gets to the retina by entering through the sclerotic layer, the aqueous humor, the iris, then the pupil, the lens, the vitreous humor, and then finally hits the retina. For question number 3, the retina would be the sensor and the effector would be the iris. Which nerves are required? For question number 4 would be the fovea nerves. And finally, question number 5, the answer was that the iris shortens where and the muscles would constrict. These muscles are called the ciliary muscles. So to demonstrate really quick, will you grab that flashlight on the corner there? I'm going to have the light shined into my eyes to do the quick demonstration of the pupil constricting. You can get where we can see. And then you can shine it right in my close eye. And back away. Let's do it again. And the cornea there constricts as a light is shined into it. All right. Thank you. Have a good day.